completely. And I think this way we've gone wrong. We've gone wrong for a long time.
Is it possible to do that
and,
when we know that the genesis of this problem is political?
We've got to.
Some of the dissent is political dissent.
Well, you can dissent politically. There are avenues to do that. But then when you are dealing with lives being lost and Kenyans losing their lives, I think we've got to demarcate it. And with the problem that we have, Fred, and you'll agree with me, and you'll continue having that problem unless we have a different trajectory of looking at these things, is that we are adulterating very serious criminal issues with politics. And this is where we lose it. We cannot politicize even security, for example, but we can demand accountability. There is nothing wrong with demanding accountability, including even institutions of social justice, those of us who've been in that space. There's nothing wrong with that. And looking at all this litany of issues, and for me, I'll go far back to River Yala. How was it closed? Bodies were retrieved. Did we conduct any inquest? Did we check with the families that were affected? How did they disappear from their homes? If we talk about Albert Ojwang, for example, how was he arrested? And we should be able to account every action from registration of the complaint by the complainant to arresting, to arrival at the police station, and all other activities. Kenyans deserve that kind of explanation and accounting, so that we don't use it as a bing-bong political thing for scoring ponga points, where we say here, hey, the leadership is like that. Is, we cannot generalize institutions at the expense of crimes committed by individuals. I want to state that individuals commit crime. So if you commit your own crime, Fred, here in TV47, it cannot be construed that it is TV47 that has committed a crime. It is Fred, and you carry your own cross. This is what accountability is all about. And I'm sure if detailed inquests are conducted, because when there is an inquest, it's under a judge. And when it's under a judge, it's a serious process and affair. The politics will be shut out. And those who have information can always come and give that information. If inquest about disappearances like the young man who is now lost, and the DCI stated that from their data and records, they have not arrested that young man, and he could be out there hiding within the country. If he continues to disappear and he's not produced, and an inquest is conducted, people who have information will be able to come and register information with the process. I think as a country, with the constitutional process and the democracy that we've evolved to, security cannot be a challenge to the country, and it cannot be an item that is used to score political ponga points like what Wambugu is stating here. The problem is that we want to use it to look like it is some struggle for freedom by a certain group, and that there is some serious colonialist or autocrat in town here that we really have to struggle, which is not the case. But we really are a democracy.
Are we really genuine in saying that we are able to delink politics, the politics of the day, from these issues of abductions, when all of them are linked to political dissent?
First of all, allow me to reiterate something that Kinoti had said earlier, and I think using this platform is very important. As Kenyans, we should not be praising social disorder. Because when I hear him saying that, you see, the current youth are courageous, it's another generation, they don't even fear a police person. Today, we break down our social order. That is the beginning of anarchy. All developed countries have got orders, even during freedom of expression, demonstration. In fact, they have designated way of expressing themselves. But the current scenario where we are seeing young people engaging direct to an extent of insulting a police woman, an extent of clobbering a police person, is something we should not praise. Because the moment we begin to see that one as a progress, that is the beginning of destroying the nation. because what puts the nation together is the order, and that is why the law is there. The case of Ochoang, which is unfortunate, and I want to condole with the family, is that a senior police officer had complained that